Hello, everybody. Hi, it's me, the Caretographer, and we're back at work today. I was so fortunate to find a client mid morning during my coffee, and we discussed the parameters of what they'd like designed, and here we are, stepping into Mike's world, the Forsaken Beyond, or Forsaken Wilderness, I believe. Um, I'm not entirely too, privy to the world or the setting, but it's a general fantasy setting. It's largely a macro map with lots of forest and terrain. So we're just going to be doing a lot of brushing and raising and lowering the terrain. And there is a small castle or keep on one of the maps that I will have to outfit, and I believe probably like quarter size, because the map is a macro map to begin with. So any castle on that map would be small to begin with, um, as in small in the sense of possibly 3 or 4 tiles. Um, but in this sense, I've had to cut the map down. So essentially, the map's going to be built in half scale. So I discussed with the DM that they either need to just double the movement or just bear that in mind. And they said the map honestly was a little too big to begin with for their own liking. So I think we're all going to have a win-win here. Hey, Stormy, what's going on? Good morning or good afternoon, my friend. Have you ever played or heard of the game Mike's World? Nope. Well, we're going to learn you today. So right now, all I am doing is keying up on my map. So I'm trying to just prepare my what do they call it? Layer. My my guide, whatever you want to call it. I can't think of the word right now, Stormy. Okay, so here's some notes regarding the terrain. The north has ice sheets. The south has rocky badlands. So let's get ourselves a blue. Blue. Yeah, rocky badlands, okay. I'll do like a yellow. Okay. And essentially all I'm doing here is just kind of just like giving myself some color cues so that I know what's what. And I think I might even go and do some green, and then I'll make it transparent so that everything's kind of visible. All right, what else do we have here? Big lump in the upper right corner is a volcano. Did that red, while the jagged opening next to it is a lava fracture. The opening like a gaping wound is steaming chasm. This is a lava fissure, they said. With a bridge over it, that's really cool. Let me send a photo. Camrys. Eh. Eh. What are they calling this again? Is the worm track, whatever that means, likely the tracks of a giant serpent. The clear terrain without markings is rocky shrubs. So a worm track. Hmm. Squiggly line. Worm track. Right? The big squiggly line that costs much than the... Yeah, all this stuff is very important for me to figure out. Green. Let's see. Let's see what happens when I try to paint this blue. Let's see if this will help my life. Oops. Normal. Helping my life, helping my life. Oh, cool, nice. The legend is solid, my friend. That will be super useful. Yeah, I just have my screen share up because GIMP, for some reason I can't get GIMP into an OBS. I'm sure there's a way, but I'm lazy. I'm sure there's a way, Stormy. Okay. I actually need to change the color of this line to purple. Let's get our green back. And this all just needs to be like super sloppy, as it's just like it's an overlay. I'm gonna look past it. I just want something just like to cut through all the black and white, because I know when I throw the last time I used a transparent like this, it was like, okay, I can see everything, but I'm really having trouble like discerning what's what. Just because once some color gets thrown on your map, you're just like, Arr! So I just think in general this should just help me kind of see through it a bit better. King of the Mountain. Okay. There's some rocky badlands over here. Harry, cut it out, or I'll have to banish your ass. You've been doing good so far. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. This is really good. This is really good. Under the river, the steam vent exists in map 4 above the lava volcano. On map 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, steam vent. I'm running out of colors. We'll just put it red. Well, ignore my meeting. That's really funny. Okay, so I think that's the steam vent. I got water. Let me go back to what I'm looking at here. North ice sheets, south is Badlands. Big lump in the upper right is volcano. The jagged opening next to it is the lava fracture. Opening next to that is the steam chasm. Big squiggly line that crosses much of the map. Worm track. Giant track of serpent. I have some ideas for that. Rocky, and then everything else is just rocky shrub. Cool, awesome. I think I have my map key here, my little guide. So it's file, export as wilderness PNG. No, wilderness key. I guess I should save it as a regular file. I honestly hate this because I'm like, now I have to have 2 files of everything, but like, it's for the best. It's for the best, you know? Okay, so yeah, so we're ready to bust open on Dungeon Alchemist here. Exciting. Here we go. Customer requested grid format. Here's that. Overlays. Trace overlay. It's pretty dang close. Did I miscount? I believe I've miscounted. leave that as such. So cool. Leave that, oh, that extra one. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna play around here a little bit in this upper quadrant. I'm gonna have to go back and change that around. Also, the grid's probably killing my eyesight right now too. Yeah, huge difference. Because it was like two grids meshing on top of each other there. So my question is just I want to see and make sure that just like the scale and everything looks right before I start like slapping and going to town. Okay. So let's just do some experimentation. Let's do some broadleaf. They're gonna have big trees, right? I'm zoomed in. Yeah, this is definitely like the crux of the situation is me just trying to figure out my scale and stuff. Water and terrain is going to be simple. It's just the trees and such. But like for example, if I can make like we can scale down these trees as such, just like kind of like my idea here. Let me scale everything all the way down. Like so. This would be much easier on the next patch. I don't know, actually. I don't even know if they're actually releasing that on the next patch. Let's see here. And terrain, yeah. numbers back. So we're looking at 7,500, 200 foot here. So this one needs to be like the highest that's possible. So essentially my goal here is kind of just like take each quadrant one by one and just focus on, you know, always just, you know, your foundational work. So it's like the layers underneath. So we're going to just figure out the terrain here. As I keep dropping. Because it's on the edge or something. How dare I use the flattened brush on a... There we go. Create a little ridge here. Smaller brush. Nope. 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 Oh, we're going backwards. So it's always good to look. Let's see. I don't know if I can get... I'm struggling right now. We're gonna just keep poking around right now. I mean, you don't have to worry about anything until I, like... This is all on me right now. I'm just figuring out my life. Let's see, remove. And you also gotta remember, it's like we're gonna be looking at it from like this export version too, so it's like a scale that I haven't worked in before. I feel like it's still feasible, but like I'm just like figuring this out right now, so because like up here it looks good, right? Like those are a little tree bushel. This can look better if I come in and I detail it a little bit better. So like I definitely feel like, and then like let's do like the water is gonna look good from up there. I think this is actually like a good description because water level is always really low in comparison to a bunch of other stuff. Let's get our overlay back. Okay, terrain. Put all this back so I can actually put it online where it's supposed to go. Water. such. Little tributaries. Do. Yeah, so again, I'm just like I'm trying just to do this like really fast and experimental. Like, I just want to see what it looks like. You know, I just want to see what I'm working with. Shrubs. Let's say we gotta come into here. It's easier to do height from a different perspective, like so. And also coming from the side of the overlay helps a lot too, I think. So let's just flatten this area and build it up regular. It's all one area. Oh, just all that water I just did. Okay, flatten, 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 flatten. Let's see, let's go lower. This would all be like water level down here. So that's also a good starting point for myself, is to get all this down here past this mountain where it kind of comes up down to water level. So I'm just going to follow this line here. Whoop. Up here, right in front of this mountain. There we go. Looks like this rises up a little bit as a hill next to the river. Oops. Flattened terrain here. There we go. Alright, let's go do that water again. I probably should have done this first. But hey, you know, we're learning. Bing. Bing. Little rivers. Okay. Let's take the overlay off after we've done a little bit more work. You know, like that looks pretty good. Let's see what it looks like with some love on it. Let's see what it looks like with some trees. So this is where like a lot of my work's gonna come in, is doing these trees and stuff. I thought I'd be able to brush a lot of them, but does not appear to be the case, as I have to get them all small. There's a couple tricks that I can use. I can drag and drop on some overlays or on some abstracts. but it probably would just be easier just to do it, you know, just hand style, regular style. All right, let's get this actually down at water level. Cool thing about water is when it's top down, you don't really see the topography of it. So we can't really do water at angles yet. Flatten terrain. Let me get down in there. Yeah, there we go. I remember there's a mountain right here. My little cheat sheet on my phone here. 25, there's it is. 25, 50, 75. So quarter cuts on the terrace next to the big module here. So one, we'll say that was probably my second. 50, 75, 100. Okay. So actually lower, flatten terrain. That's 50. So double this. Flatten. There we go. Those trees are actually just underneath it. $100, 75. There we go. Erase that a little bit. Bada bing. Something like that. And train here. As it kind of just shoots over there. Very light smooth brush. Undo. Even lighter. Perfect. Let's see, the tree's just underneath. Terrace 1's coming up here. Where's Terrace 2 go? Yeah, we're on Terrace 1, so 100-foot hill right here, like a seam almost. That down. I want to save my I want to save my highest peak so I can use it elsewhere on the map, as I have higher mountains and stuff that must be taken care of. I think that's longer than that. Kind gonna make it like a seam almost. See what it kind of looked like. Another raise in the hill here, and then we go up. Let's actually take from here and go over here with it. And that's my line that I'm following here. Brush go fast, please. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, I should just honestly just ignore water and trees and just get the topography right. Because everything's going to be really easy to cut and do on top of the topography. And you can't really mess with your topography that much. Because, like, everything kind of affects everything, so. Actually, undo. Way too high. Now crank it. So that's my 100, which actually is going to go right over the water. Go down to here-ish. Give me some brush, baby. And it kind of swoops down the bottom here. And 125, just a little bit of a raise. Let me go look at this in profile. Yeah, looks like I'm going up way too high. So, but these look good. And I'm starting to get a little shape to my my map here. It's fun. So this is only going to be... Let's try this. Yeah. Look at what we got. That's peak. So we got 200-ish. And I can always put like a rock on top of it too to raise it a bit higher if we need. Okay. 200. Go. Let's see, I need to lower these. There we go, that's looking much better. Find that out. Getting some trouble over here on the side of the map. Something like that. Bring this around. So. This mountain actually extends onward around into the next map. So let's run it around. Or run around. And it's gonna swoop like that. Swoop. Swoop right here. There we go. It's looking good. Okay. Let's move the mountain are. Alright, first mountain peak. Um... Oops. That's pretty good, actually. It's over here. 2550, we're down at water level. Okay, let's go. Bop. Flatten. Bang. Bing. 50. Raise terrain. Oh, actually flatten the room height as such, and then I'll just smooth it. Oops. Small brush. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Just fix that up. Ain't that green? Oh no. How'd they know? Alright, so yeah, so that's basically, I mean, it's fairly close to what we're looking at, right? You know, topography wise. 50, like 50, 75, 100, 100, 200, that's 100. These three peaks are supposed to be 100. There we go. What it looks like if I do put a rock on it. This is my other idea I have. It looks good! If I need the mountains to go like way higher, I was gonna just use rocks to put on top. But like honestly, it just like kind of looks good as is, right? Let's see here. Let's do our waters just so we're gonna do a full. Let's get our overlay, and then we'll do a full quadrant here. And honestly, I love when I do quadrant work like this, because it's very much like, hey, I have 15 quadrants. If it takes me an hour to do one, it's very easy to figure out the work. They'll get faster as you go. So I don't even know what am I at for streaming time here? Just under an hour of a lot of just like experimentation and stuff. So let's see. There's my map key. I mean, yeah, like look at how close we are. You can move this up a little bit. Flatten terrain. Is that a little bit? Bring that a little bit there. Looks like it's a little bit more hill here. Maybe 50-foot little hills. Small stuff. Find the room height. I wonder if where's my genie gypsy Mac to come tell me how to turn overlays on and off? Is there like disable nature? No. Yeah, like I wish I had an on-off button. It's just it's a struggle. So I could just do it quick. Alright, let's just drop it. Looking better. I can come in here. We'll smooth these out. Oh no, other way around. There we go, perfect. Ouch, 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 ouch. There we go. Get some rock, get some of this. Kind of save some of your shape too by okay, overlay back. We'll do the water. We'll do some trees, and we'll see what we like. We see what we don't like, and we iterate. We iterate on those things. Yes, music. I'm still musicking. Yes, music. I'm still musicking. Okay, water. Brush size. Like other of those. One thing I can do is lower the terrain of these. I can really make that look a bit deeper, I think. Okay, and let's do some trees. Cluster. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, look at, like, now that I got these shrunk down, like, these trees individually fit in each one of these slots almost. And so what I'm doing is I'm just going really fast with the overlay, getting the shapes, and then I'll curate after the fact. Like, I'll go back and I'll put in some different color tree variants, different shapes, rocks and stuff, and bushes will come as a next later stage. I definitely need to figure out, you know, what my customer is looking for as far as like overall look. I assume it's just a general forest. There's some rocky badlands which I can just scrape together with some rock and dirt and some scruff over the top, I think. Oh, that's water right there. It's another water bean. Let's get a pine tree. Hey, now. Your classic evergreen. Your classic Katniss. What's funny is like when you draw pine trees on a map, you do it with triangles in like an isometric pattern, but when you do regular deciduous trees, you just do circles. Okay, moment of truth. And like the cool thing about this large map, and the reason I took this project was because it's a large map without anything on it. It's just some trees, some water, and some lava, and I'll shut all the animations off on my nature animations. I think I have them on. I should probably shut them off right now. Before my computer blows up. No, we wouldn't like that. So, I mean, it's like it's already starting to look pretty good, my friend. We just need to add some more shrubberies and stuffs to it. And a lot of it's in, like, there's not going to be very many paths. So you said there's a road. You know, I could very easily do a small road. Yeah, that's going to work too. Okay, awesome, cool. Yeah, let's zoom in here and let's get to curating. Kind of have the evergreens work their way up the mountain a bit, as they tend to. I like that. Come here. Come here, evergreens. Holding shift key here. Green forest. Beautiful. Of course, you can't have anything in the river itself. So we're just gonna pull everything kind of off of it. And definitely now that we can see through the overlay, we're noticing a couple gaps. Water, water, water. It was like an M almost. This one's pretty close to what we need it. There we go. I'll connect to the river later. Yeah, I like that little rock edge in there. And then this is all crazy amounts of forest in here. So I do know that in here is, I feel like I need to raise this a bit more. View. Settings. High quality. Oh my god, I'm killing my computer right now. Let's see it. See my performance just go. Alright, that should make things faster. I should have done that way sooner. But, you know. It's all good. There we are. Maybe more of a hook in this river. Smooth. There we are. It's actually kind of nice how much of a paintbrush the grass is sometimes. It's so crisp and clean and clear. It's a random cool breeze just snuck its way in. I'm trying to add some I call it like water stone because it looks like stone that's had water running over it. It's very smooth. So I like to use it on river banks and stuff. These ones are coming up from the mountains too, so. I'm just trying to just do some circular features here. I know there's a ridge here, so I mean, you can just aimlessly throw stuff on, but it's nice to show topography and height through color. We're creatures that are big color creatures, right? Like they just scream things to us. There we go, just a little peek on this one. Bada bing, yeah. But already you can kind of just see very firmly where the mountains are. You can see very firmly where the grass is, and now you can see very firmly where the water and where the lowland is through the blue and the brown, right? That kind of pulls you down and that pulls you up. And like also physically, like, as you see, like there literally is topography to it. So that's also helping with the topographic view. Zoop. It kind of shrinks it all in together, but even still from a micro zoom in, it kind of looks a little bit fun in here, right? The little trees. I wish we could have sloping water, but when you're top down, it doesn't matter. All right, let's throw that overlay on. We'll do the rest of the forest here, and then we'll send a snapshot to my client. I'll take a 5-10er just to stretch and get my coffee hot as I've talked it cold, as I always do. But I mean, my confidence started way down here when I first started clicking this map, and now it's like it's getting up there. I'm like, ooh, okay, this is viable. I can do this. I was like, I might have to give some sad news here and be like, I don't know if I can do this for you. All right, so I'm just gonna click like crazy and just draw a line. And fill that all in. Is there anything I'm missing? I don't know if this is water. It looks like it's a little lake. So we'll put a little lake in there. Peak, 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 peak. Got all the peaks. Got all the terrain. The rivers are on point. Water's on point. Buck yeah! This is a buck yeah, is what we get for this. Is that what we get to turn on up in y'all? So the project is still big. We knew it was going to be kind of big. I think four is gracious. I might be do 4 today and maybe 4 tomorrow. It might be around like a 6-8 hour project once I start getting going here. And the other thing you got to remember is like we're going to get into a lot more woods. A big volcano, so that's going to take up a lot of the map. This map was all topography, right? So like the volcano map, the 2 lake maps, this map's half lake. That's all very easy, and you get to the southern maps, it'll be easier. The ice flow will be a bit easier for me. because that'll just be big chunks of ice. So it's the terrain. It's when I really got to be, stringent about the terrain with the ups and downs. That's, a little inundating as far as like, being able to perceive what you need to do, but also, just mechanically. Like a lot of times, the terrain won't do what you want it to do right away. Like you gotta play with it. So. So buttons on wall. I got the trees kind of come up the mountain a little bit. But for some reason, these aren't pine trees, but we're going to make them pine trees. This track's very classic Warcraft. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be completely full. I'm going to get rid of some of these bigger trees on the edge. Give me some more variance in there. Nice, get some dark greens in here. Yeah, that really fills it up. I'm trying to just like every now and then leave some of that rock open so you can see it. And this is like that whole concept of layers I always talk about, like I don't want to get rid of the color underneath that because I want them to see the mountain. I want that, so it doesn't need to be all trees. You need to kind of let it have some space. And I might be able to go just throw some more, maybe some mushrooms, I'm thinking, or not entirely sure yet how I want to do it. Maybe some more rocks or rubble over the top. Let's work some dark green into the tree wall. So again, it has some variance on it. Yeah, look at that. Might fill this up a bit more. Because these look good clustered up. Try adding some color. Some more color. Getting better. All right. let's see. Let me take an abstract. We're going to take a forest bushes. Ah, we're getting somewhere with the bushes. That's what we're looking like. Let's give us a save, because I don't even think we've saved it, but save. I'll drop down, give the GPU a break. And so yeah, the goal is just a quadrant at a time here. I'll have to get creative or nifty with the with several things. And then this is like one of the sad things that I think just about the program is like, so when you're in forest, you have, I think it's like 6 different terrain types that you can use. When you're in skeletal plains, you have like 8 all different ones. They have like, you know, like bones and all this stuff on them. Then like there's like different like classifications, right? And so each classification has its own like portfolio of brushes. But for me it's really weird because it's like, well, what if I have a map like this where it's like I have grass and dirt, but I also want some skeleton bones, you know? Like there's a lot of walls in place that I don't know if they're like designed to be that way. But who knows? Okay, I'll be right back, and we'll show you what I've been working on here. So I actually have something to present now. I'm not just like aimlessly wandering. All right, my friends. A dreary day, but it's not getting me down. Some of my hair popping out of my pony. Let's get the world up. Show you what I've been working on. So here we have quadrant 1. Might come through and add some more details on. I think what's really cool is I can just use the terrain brush for rocks. I don't actually have to do rocks, so I don't want to. There we are. And then I guess honestly I want to look more at the map before I start deciding, because I honestly I'll probably have to want to do themes, right? But let's keep going on this forest down here. I thought I was having fun with this forest. Overlay. Trace. I'm gonna put this overlay up like 10,000 times. But I love how it just drops right on. That's why I changed my design style. I was like, if this is gonna just fit, then why would I fight it? Oh, we gotta go down to here. Yeah, so I believe it's still going to be in half scale. Yeah, it looks like yeah, 2 squares to 1 square. Okie day. So we have forest, forest, forest. Let's go on my cheat sheet here. And I apologize, this is like a rather difficult job, so it's like I can't be like a full participant in chat and stuff, so forgive me if I'm taking a while to see your messages, as I only have so much computer processing power on this end. So I'm just going to look at heights here. Let's see, terrain. Flatten terrain. I'll come in smaller brush so I can come in here like this. And just pull this out. Okay, so that's going to be a nodule. And I'll like taper up to here. No, 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 no. And then this, we'll pull this one out. like here-ish to here-ish. I see. Just past the castle. And then we see this rise in the ground here. Boom, bada bang, and then that's going to be the terrace that goes down and down. We'll have a river. So I think it's good. I like putting the rivers down multiple times just because the very first and foremost, it creates a water level point. So I know, like before, I was like, I can get these peaks. I know where the absolute highest point I need to go is. That's easy. But now I need to know my low point. So you get your high point, you get your low point, and then you can just shape the ground in kind of a smooth top to bottom fashion, as you saw on the other one, how it kind of all terraces down to the river. As a river is going to be our low point on this. Lake. So like right here is a very sharp, steep mountain. This cuts through like a ravine almost. And I think some of the river that's got a little bit more shrub on it, I might put some shrubbery into the river. $25, $50. So yeah, so this is low. Honestly, where's my room height? So that's the other thing I'm finding out. It makes me go way faster. Is I know my room height is 50. Is what I've decided to be 50. Yeah, this is all like the Badlands down here in the water. So again, just because of the way terrain works, you know, you just gotta know that I'm gonna smush my terrain back and forth several times. Several times. I'm seeing a line here that I need to try and stay on. There we are. Yeah, just flatten this whole thing out. Bing. I'm just trying to do some over-the-top terracing here. Some angles that I know exist. Bing, there we are. I feel like that'll just all smooth down when I do the water back again. Let's do this mountain. Let's get rid of our overlay. Oh, also I should, the overlay with grid off is a huge difference too. But we'll be back. So that's good. It's gonna get smooth. This is gonna go higher. Raise terrain. I'll just surmise you're really high. Peak over here. And just do some random shape like so. And then I'll smooth it. Raise that a little bit. Now we're talking. we are. Good enough shape for me. Water, and so like this is what I'm talking. Now that I know what the hell I'm doing, like it just goes way faster. So you know, it's always really hard. I think I've found to gauge your time because you never actually know. It's all kind of up in the air sometimes. So it's like an educated guess. You gotta know yourself and know how difficult your project is and be honest about everything, kind of from start to finish. And I found, you know, as long as you're fairly transparent about the process, most people are fairly understanding. So just the one river. Okay, cool. Yeah, take this grid off. It's so much better with the grid gone. It's just less stuff cutting into your eyes. Less stuff you have to try to perceive. Love it. Loving it. Let's go to our raised ground. Super small. There's all kind of marshy badlands. Let's raise it up a bit more there. On the line. All the way up. And where does that go to? The Caves of Chaos. It's like a valley. Interesting. It's like a valley kind of cuts through there. So I'm going to try and stay away from this edge because it's going to have to be worked into itself. This is really easy. When you do a mountain into a mountain, it's really easy. I kind of just skipped over. Let's see. I gotta raise it up right there too. So that one's gonna be an interesting one. So this is another one of those points of Dungeon Alchemist when you're like, it's gonna be way easier for me to try to ignore the water entirely. I'm just gonna raise it up. And honestly, you know what? Really impressed with how well it came out. Yeah, terrain it. just put some trees out as denominators. I know where the forest goes. You're my first road, I believe. This is my first road. This needs to be flattened out, I'm seeing. Looks like it kind of comes along here. And this is going to be down at water level too, so it's essentially like it's going to be a river. It looks like that's fine. Such. Let's get that overlay down. Yeah, this looks like a bog or a marsh. So this one's going to be fun. I'm going to have to play around with the water a bit here. And also my other hope is that, like, because I'm doing it in these quadrants, it'll just kind of have this natural quadrant shape to it. So, you know, we won't have firm lines down, but it'll just feel like this is the quadrant. Let's see here. So, let's get out of this view. Let's see what we're looking at here. Yeah, we gotta smooth this out like crazy. Mountain looks good to me. Good. Decent. Terrain. Smooth. Whoa. Really smush this hill down. You know what? Let's smooth these and then just go in here and paint them over. Huzzah! And I'll actually run these lines out a little bit. Excuse me. Okay, back to green. Bring this over. Okay, there's a lot of trees in here. Zoop, a lot of trees, a little hole in the forest here. Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful. That's actually really good complexion there. I honestly don't mind this. Let's give it some proper shape. There we are. Beautiful. Regular hill here, so I think this is all just grass. I want to do this one just very green because this is going to change into a swamp. Very nice. Swampville. Choppy paint brushes. I should have just been like, this one isn't an asset job. I should, boo. But I like taking on new challenges. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this one. Okay. actually don't like this. I like this river being regular. Let's go get our overlay. Yes, I'm still listening to music. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, whoa. Cutting it around the little bead. Cutting it, cutting it. We can just skip that other one because it's really freaking small. And we'll just do these ones. And we will go back to here and we will lower them. Bada bang. Okay. Swamp. Water. Water. Into the forest, it disappears. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Maybe one here. One here. One here. There. There. Okay. Let's get these pine trees. Chop ourselves a line. Let's get these. Again, just making ourselves a line. Now we can go and shut the grid off and just do these with the ability to actually see. I'm not sure if this is the castle or if that's the castle. There we are. Okay, I think we're stenciled. Let's overlay off. Oh boy. Gorgeous. Now we'll come in. We'll hit it with that smoothie. Oop. Now, actually, smoothie's gonna get rid of all my edges, so I don't want to hit it with a schmoothie. Um, I do want to beginning adding trees as such. Here we go, random forest. Here we go, random forest. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have to push those trees back because there's a road that goes through there. Whoa, yeah. Scoop bop beep bop, doo da da doo. Where did my music go? I want my music back, yeah. And like every now and then you gotta do some patterns, right? Because patterns sneak their way into nature. You can't have everything be fully randomized. Like a little cluster, like two of them. Do a little pattern like that. Stuff that sticks out. Stuff that sticks out. The forest getting not so dense as it kind of comes down the mountain and gets closer to um, the castle that exists over here, I think. Methinks. Too much of that. Yeah. Too much of that, yeah. That whoa. Nah. See one here and I see one there. That's a mistake, I wanna put that back. Put one here, and here, and here, and there. I'm torn. Like, I kind of really like how the complexion looks of those little green ones up there, you know what I'm saying? But also, I want to try my hand at more of a, more wooded scene. We're going to go to... Again, let's get ourselves an abstractum on our brush, nature brush, mushroom brush, undo, smaller. There we go. Then we go here. No, we go here. We're just out there. I'm just clicking. We're just clicking. Trying to just fill in some spots, some voids. Will these even show up? I don't know. They will if you zoom in. And I think that's kind of what I like about the map is like here it looks one way, but you know if you come in here and you start seeing more stuff. Let's see. And I also like, you know what I also have? I have collisions on, which is like honestly helping me. Do 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 do. Actually, just come back up here now, and I grab one of these bushes. No. Every now and then I accidentally hit one of my mouse keys. In between each one of these trees on the edge of the forest. This might be overkill, but it definitely is giving me the look I want. How much of it will actually come through, I don't know. Little patch over here. Stump. Look how cool this looks now. You just throw a couple stumps in here and come with some of the voids. This looks like they've been working on it a little bit. Alright. Good. No power mode. What is this? Cave of the Unknown. Oh, this is a cave? That's Bash Ash. Pay me no mind for all time in the afterglow. Feelings you can't ignore. Follow my hand, my dear, and promise you won't let go. It's a shame, my dear, for them to start. We walked the line, oh, to play the something part. You know the words, you just don't want to say them too many times on your stream, because that's not appropriate, is what my child would say, actually. That's not appropriate, mama. Oh, okay, dude. Thanks for giving your 3-year-old 2 cents. Alright. I'm the rock lobster. Getting tiny with this cave entrance now. It's a tiny little cave now. Did you know it? Sweet! Alright, let's get some rocks on this. Let's go back to here. No, to stay away from you. The path we let run. Maybe well, baby, that's all we need. There's my rock. There's my rock. There's my rock, man. Here where the light only dies to remember. That looks really good as such. Don't necessarily like this one as much. In a place where the blind truly can see. Oh, hear my voice, dearly departed. I break on my knees. That looks so sexy. Where's my rock? Throw some rock up on the top. Yeah. And follow us into the black so far that you can't get back. Do 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 do. To stay away from you now. Make most of this dirt, 'cause it's like a mining cave almost entrance, and that's all we need. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here where the light only dies to remember. Yeah, when a path where the blind truly can see. So hear my voice. Boom, look at that cave! That's so cool! Cave! And just like denotate cave entrance. See? See cave entrance? Ah? You see these things? These things go a long way. These tricks go a long way. Caretographer, no. And sometimes you gotta go back and delete your layers because there's too many layers for you to get the color you want. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, cool. I gotta do a mini castle down here. I'm like doing all the fun stuff right now. Dry. Maybe that's all we need. That is not what we want to do. No, no. Maybe some cave water too. No, just keep it all poopy poo. Poopy poopy water. Here we go. Undo. Come at it this way. Undo. just trying to get these like to be skinnier, you know? Not so not so bulky. Nope. A smooth brush. I'm a smooth criminal. Yeah. Nah, nah, yeah. Smooth, yeah. Smooth operator. Let's get some grass patches. Ew, ew, ew. Hey, it's almost like moss. Maybe that's all we need. Don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. Branch. Branch! Dead trees in the swamp. Mix them with some live trees. Put the live ones on the grass. Here where the light only dies to remember. In a path for the blind. I gotta get some music on because I'm just like, I keep singing. I need to sing something. Like, something has to be going in here. Something's gotta go. Can't do nothing. Yes, allow. God, just let me get my music. You are a wizard. You are never late. No, we're on a creator's time. We're on creator's time. What's going on, Lo? Again, so sorry if I'm just taking forever to see y'all in the chat, but it's a very big project I've taken on here, and I do not have time to spare. But I'm having a lot of fun doing this, like, macro project, almost. I need some lily pad, lily. Tiny lilies, whoa, tiny lily, in the swamp now. Gotta put a couple over here, a couple over there now. Oh yeah, these little things make things look like things. Boop, squat. Beep boop 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 ba boop 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 doop da beep ba bump bump beep doop doop doo dow. Don't know why there's a pine forest down here, but it's doing what the map says. But you know what? There's some of these weird colored oaks in here. Another trick I can do, which I think I'll come in and do later. Might be more work to do it later, but... Does it change up the sizes? Just adds texture. Like, I kind of put like more high ones in the middle of the forest. Let's see if there's any more little tiny water pockets I can sculpt in here. Yes, yes, this is what we needed. Oh, there we go. Let's make it more and more swampy by the minute. It's looking good, it's looking good. Crank up that brush. There we go. There goes riverbanks, riverbanks. Undo that last one when you go too far. Nice clean grass up here on the hills. I'm gonna try and give like a line of rocks. Just to kind of like denotate it a little bit. Perfect. I love it when the freaking brush just hits it money first time. And you're just like, yeah, don't gotta go in that freaking little corner crux anymore. Super tiny. Let's get in here and just do like an edge of grass. Epic grass mud music, making a swamp, oh yeah, nah. I don't have to do that over there. I don't know why I'm wasting my time. Because I'm gonna have to redo it anyways. Painting mountains, oh yeah now. I got some mountains to paint. Do 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 do. Scoop. Do 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 do. I just wanted to make it look like this is up higher. Undo, 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 undo. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes there's like these little gems that pop out of the dirt, hey? Love that. So swamp is like, I think it's done. This is all, I've been really focusing on this interior here. Cave, done. I gotta do the path. A path, a path, a path. And I have to finish this forest, and I have to do this. The keep. So the keep needs to fit within one of these tiles. Like, that's how small the keep we're talking here. I might put it in 4 of the tiles, just so it looks viable. Because I don't know how well of I mean, perspective's everything, man. It's a top-down map, so I mean, I definitely think I'll be able to do something. 2, 3. I need something like cylindrical. Yeah, maybe a pillar would work here. Oh, that's also gonna make things difficult for me. Terrain. There's a little edge to the forest there. It's very much like experimental here. Maybe square towers might be. Good, why? Right there, why can't I grab it? Let's see. Stairs, come on. I don't think I can change the shape of them. Oh, these ones I can. No, I think I like these better. Couple houses. Those ones, so I can use all the other ones. Look at this, how ridiculous this is. You know, but I love it. Grace. Um, Dude, why do pieces just disappear? Like, what? Thank you. Oh my god. So many misclicks. And let's see. That's good. And what can we do for a gate? Hewn. Do a tiny one. There's a cute little castle, eh? Let's just trace our road, I guess. Let's get the road going. And I believe I'm almost done with this quadrant. The problem with this quadrant is that there's, like I said, the valley on the right side of it. It's just you have to work both sides of it. So like I can't finish it on the left half. Like a mountain, I can just do all the terracing and then you kind of hide it under some trees anyways. So it's like it's not the biggest of deals. Dun 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 and bum bum ba dum bum 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 dum bum. Oh, come on, overlay. What is going on, dude? Super confused right now. Stormy, you're ridiculous. Come on. You'd be high for like 3 days. That doesn't even sound enjoyable. It doesn't even sound like it would be fun. Currently is not fun is this. Is me saying, hey, you know what? Let's put the overlay on real quick. Two things. Didn't say it before I did it. Second thing, I didn't zoom in before I did it. I'm just not doing myself any favors, and I know better. I know better, Stormy. Make an incentive to be recruited? Who am I recruiting? Yes! Oh, yes! We're saved. We overlaid. Man, look at that castle almost like smack on the money, though. Whoop, whoop. Huge skips, huge skips. So it's happy. It's very nice to see that like generally everything is going to be pretty much to scale on map where it should be. Road down. I guess there's a bit of swamp in here. I gotta swampify this. Swampify this a bit more. That little nub, bring it down to here. Let me actually mark that. Mark that. Mark this. So swamp, 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 swamp. Putting it off, putting it off. Okay. This is a really cool map. The more I play with it, the more I like it. Oh my god, it's almost like it's not even there. That's how bad the skip is. Like, it drive me nuts. And I just don't know why it does it, dude. It drives me insane. Because I really like brushing. It's one of my favorite things. I feel like it just makes your map look so good. And it's just so hard to brush. And I don't think it's a design... Like, I don't think it was done intentionally by design. I think it was more or less done, like... It's just the way it is, you know? Oh, perfect. Oh, I hit that perfect. Let's go. Perfect. That looks really good. And to be fair, my client told me that this is pretty much the only road in the game. Everything else is just wilderness, which is like the entire point of the game. The concept of this game sounds really cool. Like big exploration, open wilderness. There we are. I don't like this corner. Like that better. Okay. Edge of swamp. That's swamp. Alrighty. So see how the trees are just kind of condensing into a line here? It's by design. I'm doing it intentionally. There you go. What else don't we like? Let's hit that a little bit. Maybe throw some rocks in there just to spice it up a bit. If we do this. Try to just give it some definition here. Nice. Very nice indeed. There we go. All right. I think that's all I'm going to do today. I'm going to clock in at about 2 hours. This is just about an hour piece here. I'm almost done with this map here. I think just like certain things have been bogging me down at this swamp. Save. Awesome. Bada bing. Loving it. Let's see. No, it's just going to be a pain in the ass to grab them. Let's go to export. How big's my map? Freaking huge. This map is 102 by 81. 100 by 80. Oh, I can't see. Just freaking screen clip it. I don't know why I do this to myself. It's because this is why. Screen snap. Now for some reason, like that's it's like I can't get the screen snip. It's just easier to take a picture. And that way it's really trashy quality anyways, so. Sorry, Harry. Knock my mouse over. I'm not trying to pet you right now, honey. I'm trying to, but that's trying to work. Oh my god. Okay. Where's my mouse? Yep. Harry, you're not allowed. You're not allowed, Harry. I mean, yes and no, Stormy. I mean, it's big in the sense of like nothing actually is scaled properly. It doesn't like fit. Like I'd have to do all the work again, which is exactly what I did on the last commission I made, where it was like, oh, I have to make this, but freaking every building I make has to have like items that are twice as small. Which it honestly it worked out fairly decent in the end. I think I could, if I had more time or wanted to waste more time on the project, I could have made it look a bit better. But I was really trying to stay within a budget. And so in this map, I assumed that I would have to scale it down. I was like, I'm counting all the tiles per tile there, but it just so happens that it almost scaled perfectly. Like the tiles on the PNG were precisely half the size of the tiles on Dungeon Alchemist, right? So I was like, oh, whoa, it's already scaled. I don't even have to do anything. And even the customer has said it's like it's okay if it's not perfect to scale, you know, just as long as it's close. Like we're looking for a 90-95% like margin here, so I think I'm doing a fabulous job so far. I'm actually really excited with the work, and I think it's going to be a cool project. I'm excited to get back on this. Probably tomorrow, and I'll probably have to piece it together like 2 hours at a time, unless I try to get up early. But it's just hard for me to get out a full 2 hours, a full like 4 hours of work on the computer right now with my physical health. So I like taking it easy on myself sometimes. But yeah, I think I need to come in here, and it's a lot easier to look at the map in this setup here. You know, like look at, so it's like I can see what I need. Like I definitely need to add some land mass here in between the road. The road can get real close to that forest right there, it looks like. This is like nuts. I gotta really pay attention to the topography. All I get from this is super steep there might be another cave here. I'll have to check that. But all I get is like just super steep valley is all I get there. So, and like for the worm track, I honestly think I'm gonna ignore it and do it last, and then just have it cut through everything. I'll just take a little smooth brush and just do. Maybe that's a poor idea. I should definitely experiment on the first tile and see what I want to do with it. All right, awesome, everybody. Well, thanks for hanging out. It's always good to see you, Stormy. I'll be on to this evening, in 5 hours, actually. We're going to be doing a Vampire the Masquerade tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Please bring your fangs and your pink hoodies. And then tomorrow afternoon, I should be on my regular time. I'll probably pick back up on this now that I'm starting to consistently get some map making work. I'm gonna start filling up my schedule more and more with fantasy maps. Which is gonna start pulling me away from my D&D prep. But I've done a lot of D&D prep. I'm very much there, and I'm very much in the ballpark of waiting for the new Dungeon Alchemist release so that I can do a new map rendition. But like honestly, I told myself, I was like, if I find some people that want to do Theater of the Mind, or maybe I'll even just do a trial run of Theater of the Mind. Just so I can practice characters, etc., and plot lines. You know, the game can be played without huge visual aids. I just really like them. But, of course, these things take time. So, you know, all with a grain of salt. Thanks, everyone. I'm the Caretographer. Take care.